Hi, I'm Tanya from Lovely Greens, and here on my YouTube channel, I show you around my allotment garden. I share gardening tips, and today we are actually here in the back garden. Now, we moved into this new house, we bought it last year, and there's a lot of work that needs doing to it. So beds need to be built. The greenhouse has been cleaned, but it needs some major things being built inside to help me grow my tomatoes this year. And then today we're here on the patio. And what I thought would be a really easy job is actually going to end up being a lot more complicated. So plans have changed. So this bed over here, it's an L shape. And when we moved in, I could see already that there was crocosmia, also known as mombretia, growing, and it can be quite invasive. There's also a cotoneaster, there's also a holly tree over here. There's quite a few things already in this bed. Now I want to be able to use it to grow some dwarf fruit trees that I got from Thompson & Morgan, and I also want to put some lavender in there and grow other things. I want to clear it essentially of what was growing in it before. Now, the problems that I'm facing now, so let's call them challenges, are those very plants, even though I've taken a lot of them out. Let's look at what I'm up against. Now, first of all, I've removed an entire row of these paving stones. And you can see that the soil underneath is just mainly sand. And it's quite compacted as well. So it's not going to be really great to grow in initially. Another challenge are these. These are the crocosmia bulbs. And you can see them here and pretty much everywhere. I've removed a lot of turf out of the beds already, so this is one of the pieces, and you can see that it is covered in those bulbs. It's a real shame because the topsoil is of really good quality, you can see here. I really do like this holly tree, and it's growing very close to the boundary fence here. And it's also just right here in the bed. The plan now is to create a raised bed area all around the L-shaped bed with a cutout for the tree so that it's protected, so the trunk is protected. I'm going to put some landscaping fabric down to cover what I can. I've salvaged some of the soil and I plan on putting that back in, so backfilling it, and then putting quite a few layers of cardboard over top. So hopefully that will kill off the bulbs and also the deep compost that'll be on top of it. Hopefully that will kill it all off, but it will still be able to be used by future plants. Josh helped me to cut all of these pieces of wood yesterday and took his saw back with him. He's very precious about his tools. And it's up to me now to put the stakes in and attach all of these planks together. And then afterwards, I'm going to fill the inside with compost and cardboard, and I'm going to show you how to do that if you have a similar situation as well. So I'd better get cracking. It's now day 3 and The wooden structure is complete. It looks really good, it's level. I'm really pleased with it. There's a couple of little areas that aren't perfect. So the patio isn't completely level. So there's one area there's a little bit of a gap underneath the bottom plank, not a big deal. And then also the area around the tree and that far corner, it isn't perfect, but I think it'll do. And once there's compost in the planter, I think it'll hide it, it'll be fine. So now all I need to do today is actually fill the planter. And having a little bit of time to think about it again and do some research, I've decided to try to sift out as many of the Crocosmia corms as I can, because not only are they invasive, they seem to be able to survive pretty much anything. I think that the ones that are underneath landscaping fabric, those ones will be taken care of, they won't come back up. But if I just put the corms at the bottom of my planter and put cardboard over them, they probably will survive and continue growing, and I don't want that, so I've got to be really careful about that. So what I'm going to do is first put the landscaping fabric down. I'm going to sift through my existing topsoil. I've purchased some topsoil and some compost. I won't have enough to fill the entire planter today, but I'm ordering in quite a large amount of topsoil and compost to go into the raised beds up top. So not to be concerned that will be filled very soon. So now I've just got to finish my cuppa and get to work. I think the actual sifting is going to take quite a lot of time. This end of the planter is looking a lot more filled in than the rest. I'm using a mixture of farmyard manure and compost and topsoil, and I've actually spent probably about 50 pounds thus far, and it's only filled up that amount. So I think it's going to make a lot more sense to get back in touch with the landscaping company that I've been talking to and put in an extra order for topsoil for this, as well as the raised beds. This project has taken quite a lot of time. So there was purchasing the timber and designing it and sawing all the wood, putting everything together and then filling it. And I haven't even started with planting it up yet. I also plan on spraying the wall here with an anti-algae solution, so an organic one. And then when that's all dried, I'll be painting that as well, just to brighten it up over here. But I think I'm making pretty good progress. It's still March, spring is coming, but there's still a bit of time to work on this before plants need to go in. And then the bigger projects of putting in the raised beds up there. It's gonna be exciting to see those take shape. And my goodness, in a couple months' time, they're gonna be filled with veg. Fingers crossed. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you have any questions whatsoever, any comments, any tips, how do you keep cats out of your garden beds? Because I'm gonna have a problem here. There's lots of cats, including my own, that roam through the back garden. Let me know as a comment down below. Thank you again, and I will see you next week for another video here on Lovely Greens. Bye for now.